Have you ever felt boxed into a role even though you knew you had more to offer? It's a frustrating feeling that shows up in a lot of organizations, especially when they grow. You start your job with a range of experiences and skills, but over time, your value starts getting defined by the narrowest version of your role, what you are doing right now, and not what you're capable of doing next. That's not just a people issue. It's a structural problem, and usually the root cause is knowledge silos. In siloed organizations, workforce planning becomes very sorted out. Talent decisions are made based on isolated snapshots, for example, the last project you led or the title you currently hold. Transferable skills or development potential often go overlooked or totally ignored simply because there's no mechanism for recognizing them across siloed functions. That's why lateral moves or interdisciplinary contributions are often seen as detours, when in reality, they're one of the best ways to build flexible and resilient leaders. When that's missing, people feel stuck. They disengage not because they're unmotivated, but because they stop seeing a future where they can grow and deploy their potential. People who stay tend to shrink their contribution to match what's expected, and ultimately the organization loses. The shift starts when companies truly treat potential and adaptability as strategic assets and not just as nice to have qualities that in the end are not formally considered. That means looking beyond role history to create visible pathways to grow across teams and fostering a culture that values talent and potential as means to develop and not just as assurance of performance and consistency in one specific line of work. When people are given room to move and the trust to stretch, they almost always rise. And that's not just good for retention, it's good for business overall.